The important thing for me is not the end result of what happens in any single case. The important thing for me is to observe, analyze by making the link between all the things they're doing illegally. To understand, overstand, and understand the entire conspiracy from all of its facets. One thing to believe that someone in government is a crook. It's another thing to know exactly how the conspiracy works and how they attack you from all directions. And while you're defending yourself here, there's another gang hitting you in the back or on the side. And they always appear to be unconnected. The insurance industry, banking industry, the police industry, the military industry, the political industry, the union industry, the water, electric distribution. When you have the big picture to know what they can do to an individual who doesn't grasp the concept, how they're being manipulated from all sides by a single common interest. Once you grasp that concept, you bring it to the only court that can deal with the subject. And the court of blast recombination, which means if creation created this universe and intended certain things to happen, and now has the evidence of how it's being manipulated, creation then makes the decision to allow these people to go beyond the point of transition. Take the lessons learned, and they will basically kill themselves by expanding beyond the power of gravity. But from the lessons learned on setting up the next universe, these considerations are brought into play. And to make sure that the DNA of all of these people who are involved in the criminal activity to turn free people into slaves has to be recombined. Make sure it never happens again. Therefore, the recipe calls for most of the minor ones to be brought down to the level of ants. That in the world of evolution is basically the garbage picker. But some people, like ecclesiastic Freemasonry, like the banksters, like the insurance conglomerate, media conglomerate, to be taken out of circulation completely in the context of making a new universe. And the best place for them to be is something like a slug. Therefore, their DNA would be recombined. That when reanimated, the journey between a slug and an ant is probably 4 billion years. The journey between an ant and a human, probably 4 billion years. So you're basically saying these people will be taken out of commission in the next universe, which basically is already created but not populated. And then a similar process goes on at that level, so that eventually creation in a universe that has been totally tested and retested. And right now, the word basically is, it's not a matter of whether or not this universe will survive. This universe will not survive. It's too late for creation to change things, to make it survive. What is up in the air, however, is 5,000 years. If there is a sign of a redeeming social reason, that there is a value to the people who are living here, creation is prepared to delay the destruction of the universe up to 5,000 more years. And within that period, if the people make adjustments and the knowledge they will gain about space travel and that kind of stuff, they will be able to survive if they learn to ascend as opposed to assume.